real day one. Ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Winston. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he spins through. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Anderson loses the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the gun, Winston. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now here's Ross. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darren Lee able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it. I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3. And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't even let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it? Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right? You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that. Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried? You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. That means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Let's go now.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz. And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Winston now from the 50. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker. But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way. Trying to lay one up, and got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot,
but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
3-19! 3-19!
Darnold from the gun. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Finding room inside the 40. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down, check, 4 down.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 13-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They go play action. Winston. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And able to find Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Colby Listenby, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Let him know. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Escapes the sack. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. First down, Winston. Flush to his right. And caught right side, Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jameis on second down. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football?
Detroit!
I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They come out here in the eye.
Over! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready. White 25.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To throw, Winston. Going deep for Eifert. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. He gets it left side of Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And Cook has it left side. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Darnold on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a terrific return up to midfield. Now the question, will it stand? There is a marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Gun! Set!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they are going for it. Darnold. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though
he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being fat. He can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Winston now from the 50. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A second down throw for Winston. Flush to his right, and he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Gun!
To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Gordon, 89 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, Winston again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll go on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll run it now out of the gun. and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out here in the eye, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Myers able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Green, triple C. Follow. Let's go.
Now Winston. And a little floater there is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
game every day.